Hey everybody, this video is dedicated to a member of the community that I'm sure a lot of you guys have met either on YouTube or in real life, and I see that he's in a lot of comments. He's a great friend, and one of the best things that came from starting a YouTube channel is meeting new people and having new friends, and I can say that me and him are pretty good friends by now. And this is Sean over at the Scale Model Car Guy channel. I finally got his card. Thanks for the very kind words on the back. And he didn't just send me a shop card, he sent me a nice bag full of goodies. And I kind of didn't know if I should show everybody, because I didn't want anybody to be jealous or hound him for anything. But you guys are going to see it anyhow, because we are going to do a buddy build here soon. I don't know when. He's got some other buddy builds, and in the last video I did share with you guys that I'm doing a buddy build with Keith, but you know me, I like to work on multiple builds at one time. So here is one of the things, you guys, if you watch his channel, you'd know that he is very good at making scratch builds and taking very expensive kits and making them even cooler than anybody else. So he does a lot of resin molds. I've been trying to do resin molds. I ain't nowhere close to this guy. He's very great at it. It's one thing I do want to ask you, Sean, is your molds, your resin is very strong. Do you put in just a little bit more hardener to make it like that? Or because I'm using the same resin as you are, so and mine don't come out as hard as this. This is really nice. If I can get those Foose wheels to come out this hard, I'd be super happy. So the next one I'm gonna mold, I'm gonna actually try to do it with a little bit more hardener. But this here is an MGB GT, and so what we normally would do is take the MGB kit and swap some parts out and then make this. Well, he went an extra mile and he got the engine kit for MG. That's really sharp, so thanks. I'm kind of torn. Now I do want to get an MGB kit, and I want to build it like my dad's, so I'm kind of thinking I might use this motor to do one for my, as my dad's MG, and put this in there. And I kind of would like to do with this what a lot of those crazy guys would do with one of these, and put a small block Chevy V8 in it, because I think I got one somewhere, or even put a little bit bigger one and then put it on a kind of like a racing chassis. But I don't know if I'm good enough for that yet. I don't want to ruin this body by doing something like that, because all I would do is, the chassis I build inside, I would have it fit in here. I would not touch this at all. But then I kind of think, well, it'd be great to build a MGB GT with that. And then here also is the hood. Looks great, fits on there nice. And then he went the extra mile and created a inside. And after helping my dad when I was a kid work on his MG, this looks a lot like it, except his is the left-hand drive. This one's modeled after right-hand drive, so the only difference is this is moved over here because this is the brake master cylinder. I think it's also a clutch master cylinder in there as well. I think that's why it has two caps, two reservoirs right there. So and then this actually fits in there. And I've been chomping at the bit to get to this, but something like this, you don't rush into it, you don't make it look like garbage. So I'm not timid by it, but I'm, want to take my time. So he sent me quite a few things, and this will be what we'll be doing our buddy build on. And another amazing job. I mean, that's sharp. Just a little bit of cutting, that's the fun part. I mean, that body is nice and hard, casted really nice, good detail on it. He does great work. Even the thin spots, except for there, even these are nice and hard. I mean, it's just real rigid, and look at the detail on the under chassis. That's great. So, but that's really nice and thick. Still can see through it. Resin's usually translucent. Just like this. This has no dye in it. It's the same as the black rubber tires that I make, but it has no dye in it. That's clear. Just the way resin is. And putting that dye in that, it really weakens it up quite a bit. And then he has the interior chassis. Now he ain't just casting pieces, just getting a kit and making molds and casting them. He's actually customizing these as well. So, but so far, I mean, you got to do work. You got to sand them and everything like that. Get them to fit just right. But that right there fits really good. And then, that little piece right there, that's so super simple. Just put some styrene on there, fill it up with some filler or anything like that. So ain't nothing wrong with that. But that's gonna look really cool when that's done. I still haven't decided on what color scheme I'm gonna do on that. But like I said, this is a buddy build we're doing in the future. They're usually two-tone. This indent's usually the two-tone. And a lot of them, they're white with a green line. I think I'm gonna do it a little bit different. Don't know yet. But he went all out. All the seats and exhaust pieces are all cast in there, and the engine pieces and stuff. So you got the Cosworth engine. And something he didn't send me, but I saw this the other day and had to get it. And I'm sure he has about 1 million of these kits. But it's the, jeez. It is the Triumph TR3A rally car. Minecraft model kits. And luckily it's a 1/24 scale. Now when I opened this kit up, I didn't know what I'd be getting myself into with one of these guys. But it's not awful. It's got a little smushed. So once I put the one screen in, I'll straighten it out. But the body don't look too bad. Got nice detail on the branding and that. Not too much molding problems. The wheels are a lot like the other Triumph that I've been working on. And then this is all the rest of the pieces all right there. So it's quite a basic kit, but once I'm done with it, it'll look pretty good, I hope. And you guys have probably been wondering, Where in the world is the other Triumph? That paint will not cure. Right there it is. I mean, it's I can touch it, but I don't really want to work too much on it yet. It came out pretty nice and shiny. I had a little bit of dark spot right there on that corner I wanted to build up on, but I just didn't want to rush that paint. It sat in the purple pond forever, and then once I finally got a coat on it, I just didn't want to rush it curing. And right now is the time of the year where you got to pick what days you're going to paint. The schedule of your model goes right around paint jobs. So there's that. So this video is for you, Sean. Thank you so much for sending out the parts. Really appreciate it. Look forward to our group build. It should be a lot of fun. I'm going to keep on thinking about what I'm going to do with that MGB GT. They were always a pretty cool car. Like I said, I think it would be cool with the bigger motor in it. But since you did go through the trouble with this, I do think I'm going to put this one either in my dad's, the one I'm going to build that looks like his, or I don't know, or do it in this one. Kind of torn. I got options though. Thanks so much. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.